Steve Orlando and Cian Tormey unleash evil into the Marvel Universe as Doctor Doom unearths the one true Darkhold, intending on killing its owner Chthon before he can rise, but the demon proves to be a cunning adversary with many tricks up his sleeves. Steve Orlando's big Marvel event finally sees the light of day after a number of COVID-related delays, and so far, it doesn't really disappoint. The book really isn't for new readers though. It can be, but it relies on a lot of past Avengers events like Alan Heinberg's Avengers Children's Crusade, a Scarlet Witch-centric event which ties pretty directly into this event, thanks to Wanda's relationship with Chthon and what happened between those two. However, early portions of the book do a good job catching everyone up on Scarlet Witch's relationship with the demon, as well as the Darkhold and what it can do to someone who reads it. Steve sets up the Darkhold defenders quite well as well, a new group of heroes that might be able to stop the demon, and I quite enjoyed the ending twist that I won't spoil here, but it's something that I thought was pretty cool and is a nice sort of like inversion to what I thought was going to happen. The one thing I'm really happy the book did was bring back Black Bolt and the Inhumans, with a few hints that maybe they might be making a bigger comeback sometime in the future. Cian Tormey draws some fantastic artwork for the event, capturing the violence and large-scale action of a demon invasion of Earth. I also liked that he depicted Black Bolt's sign language on the page as well. It was a welcome inclusion. Some of the redesigns for the heroes near the end of the book were great as well, and I love the whole red and black motif they're going with for the event. The Darkhold Alpha Issue 1 was a pretty great beginning to Marvel's much delayed big event, using this first issue to kind of set everything up and tie into some past Scarlet Witch-centric Avengers events in some big ways that may or may not leave some new readers feeling left in the dark. I'm going to give this issue an 8 out of 10. The Darkhold Alpha Issue 1 finds a large-scale dig site under the US in Abysmia finally find the Chthon scrolls, as later, Chthon's army of darkness overruns the world, killing many Avengers as Val Richards contains herself in a shield away from the contagious effects of the demon's invasion, knowing that she can stop the extra-dimensional energy, but it's too late as she is killed by the infected Franklin Richards, as Chthon wants the world to witness the first words of chaos. In present-day New York, Wanda Maximoff awakens from her nightmare, knowing someone has found the scrolls and Chthon is coming. In Abysmia, Victorious relays the scrolls find to Doctor Doom, telling him it's quite incredible. She takes the book from one of the Doom bots who has melted thanks to reading the book. Doom tells his herald on how the book came to be and how the Darkhold they knew is a mere copy of a copy, but this is the true Darkhold and all who look at it go mad. Scarlet Witch soon arrives, saying that she heard the book and followed, knowing that she should have known who was behind this. She battles with Victorious, telling her Scarlet Witch is the only one who can control the Darkhold. Victorious says that she was never fit to stand by Doom's side, but Wanda says that she is there because she knows Victor and he wants to wield this force like a cudgel, but brute force is no match for experience. Wanda blasts Victorious, quelling the power cosmic in the woman for a moment as she says that they do not need to fight. Doom soon arrives, saying that Wanda doesn't know Doom. Wanda demands to know what the villain has planned, so Doom tells her that it is his duty as a leader to control the book. Wanda warns him that Chthon's touch is something that she knows well, and Doom, in getting the book, has given him his best chance of escape from the other realm. Doom sees the villain as a rival of his, and the Darkhold is the key to his prison, which he has cowed, and he will take it, and he will take Wanda if she doesn't move. Wanda remembers how he stole her powers, and while the life force was beyond Doom's control, the Darkhold is beyond that and is no different, and reading the first page will drive any living thing mad. Doom reveals that he's already read the book through the eyes of his Doombots, knowing every living creature is driven mad but Doom. Wanda realizes it was Victor's eyes that awoke Chthon, showing how the demon taunted her with a nightmare across the dimensions and what is coming for them unless they stop him. Wanda tells Victor that she never wanted to see him again, but they are bound by this now, and Victor can help her destroy the demon for good or suffer in his reign. Doom knows that her pleas are meaningless, but he reveals that he too has suffered visions, and he agrees to help her. Doom takes Wanda into Abysmia City, revealing that he wiped out the people there and used their vibrational technology to listen through the rock, and in his hands, he'll be able to use it to pierce dimensions now that he has the true Darkhold. Wanda hopes that the book holds the secret to tame Chthon as she hands it over to Doom, who says the book will help help ferry them over to the other realms where they can kill the demon, but Wanda knows they'll only be able to do that if there is a way to actually stop him in the pages. The two get to work learning of the Darkhold defenders from the book, 5 warriors who once drove Chthon back into the other realm. Wanda wants to try and reform this group with a modern team with the same magical aspects, but Doom knows that there will be no team, knowing that once 5 were needed to stop Chthon, but now it all rests on Doom. Doom activates his machine, opening a doorway to the other realm, but Victorious wants to go in Doom's stead, but he will not let her, disappearing in the flash of light. With the only person who can read the Darkhold gone, Wanda decides that she and Victorious are going to try and find the Darkhold defenders. Knowing what the defenders were once called, Wanda manages to select 4 known heroes that fit the bill, with Iron Man, who represents the dreamer, Blade represents the hunter, Wasp is the artist, Black Bolt is the stoic, and Spider-Man is the fool. All the heroes are teleported to Wanda and Victorious, and the heroes meet with each other as Wanda fills them in on their dire situation, knowing one of her personal devils is knocking on Earth's door. She tells them Chthon is rising in his complete form for the first time ever, and a path has opened for the demon to taunt her from his prison in the other realm, and while he always needed a vessel, he doesn't now thanks to the true Darkhold being found by Dr. Doom, who has raced off to battle the demon, but Chthon will chew him up. Victorious proclaims to be the one who has summoned them all there to be the new Darkhold defenders, and they are to follow after Doom and kill the demon before he arrives on Earth. Blade wants to just destroy the book, but Wanda says it's made from the flesh of an elder god and can't be destroyed, and to survive the trip they will need to read just enough to temper themselves for the madness they will witness in the other realm, but if they read too much, they will go insane. Janet knows that if Wanda could side with Doom for this and put everything they had between them behind each other, then it's something worth it, and she wants to go along with it. Having known demons himself, Tony also decides to go, and Blade, while not liking this, knows how to kill monsters, so he's in. Spider-Man knows that Carnage terrorized New York in Chthon's name, meaning one of his biggest monsters he's ever faced was a goon for this god, so he's in too. Black Bolt signs the Inhumans have lost so much, and they are in a period of healing, and his people deserve safety, and they must be his sole concern, so he will not be coming. Suddenly, a defeated Dr. Doom returns to their realm, with Black Bolt wanting to know what he saw in the other realm. Tony knows that it's not like Doom to be caught off guard, and he won't go in if he didn't think he could win, but his armor is near catastrophic failure. The heroes want to know what Doom saw there, as he remembers fighting the armies and losing almost immediately. Doom tells the heroes that what he saw is for his eyes only. Wanda knows that that's not good enough, and he has vital intelligence on the other realm that they need. Doom readies to teleport away, saying that Chthon made a mistake leaving him alive, and while Victorious will remain to keep his word in their aid, he will leave to wait for Chthon, since when he arrives, he will only find Doom. Janet demands that Doom not run away like a coward, but Victoria says that her master will not listen to the shrinking jacket vendor. Janet tells the woman that she's led the Avengers, and if Doom could be defeated, they need to be united here. Janet knows that Black Bolt wants to put the Inhumans first, which is noble, but knows that they are at risk as well, since Chthon won't stop at humanity, so they need to all go to the other realm to stop the demon. Blade says that Black Bolt is part of the solution here, and he's not the only one that the Earth has done wrong, but this is bigger than any of them. Black Bolt silently agrees as the team all briefly read the Darkhold as Chthon hears the heroes getting ready to face him. The heroes, however, find that nothing happens to them, wondering where the side effects are, when suddenly they are all transformed into demonic versions of themselves. The Spider-Man knows that he has new memories, a new body, and a new point of view. Wanda realizes that they all read too far into the book, as Spider-Man knows that she wanted Darkhold defenders, but instead she's getting the Darkhold Defiled.